Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Tori or Victoria, and today's video is about how to wake up earlier and enjoy it, which I know sounds like a contradiction, but I promise you with these few tips, waking up earlier is going to be a lot easier and even more enjoyable. When you wake up earlier, you are getting back a lot of time that you are otherwise sort of missing out on. When you wake up at 10 or 11 a.m., that's a whole 4 or 5 hours later than if you were getting up at 6 or 7 a.m. And in that time, you could be doing so many things that would make you a happier, healthier person and just give you a better start to the day. It's an excellent method of self-care in the sense that you might have a family or share a house with other people, and waking up earlier gives you a few quiet hours that are just for yourself, to care for yourself and enjoy yourself, that you don't have to share with other people because everybody else is still sleeping, and you can just be at peace and having a nice start to your day. In this time, you could be doing things that are super productive and will get you ahead, and so that by the time that you might have otherwise been waking up, you have already done half a day's worth of productive things. And I would just like to say, I am not a natural morning person at all. I used to get up around 11 or 12 on weekends. I would be late to school every day because I would wait till the very last minute. It was not something that was easy for me or enjoyable whatsoever. But now I'm in a place where I wake up around 6 a.m. every day and it's easy and enjoyable, and it has really just overall changed my life for the better. So I really would like to share with you how I've done this. So let's get started. Sorry, my shirt is going to be very lopsided throughout this video because it can't pick a shoulder, so bear with me. Bear with me, okay. Anyway, so the first thing, and one of the most important things I would say, is to have an intention. Why are you waking up early? Is it because you want to start working out in the morning because you have fitness goals and you want an hour to work out at the gym before work or school? Is it because you are a creative person or an artist and you want time to be creative and to write or to do art or whatever it be? Why is it that you are getting up early? This is so important because this is your motivation. When that alarm rings and you do not want to get out of bed and you are cold and you want to stay there, you just think, this is why I'm getting up early, and it motivates you and it gets you up. So it's super important that that is clear in your mind why you want to wake up early, because without that, you are going to want to stay there, I promise you. So the second tip for how to wake up earlier and enjoy it is prepare everything the night before. And I mean everything. Have your clothes picked out, have your bag ready to go for work or school, anything you needed to print or prepare, have it done. Maybe even have your breakfast planned out. Do everything you can to make the morning as easy and thoughtless as possible. Because I promise you, I have had so many days where I wake up and I still haven't decided a lot of these small little things, and I will stay in bed for an extra 30 minutes just thinking about what I will wear or how I have to print this or finish that, and it just slows your morning down a lot, and it just takes up a lot of mental space that it doesn't need to. So if you prepare these things at night, you are setting yourself up for a wonderful, peaceful, mindless morning where you can really dedicate yourself to the things that you want to be doing and that you enjoy, rather than all of the little decisions that end up totally taking over your morning. And this is actually also really helpful in reverse for helping you sleep better and fall asleep more easily, because when you're laying in bed at night, you don't want to have to be worrying about all the things you have to do in the morning or all the things you haven't done yet, because those things will just kind of keep going in your mind and keep you awake. So I have found that the more I have done when I get in bed at night, the more peacefully I can sleep and the more effortlessly I can wake up. So moving on to the third, that's two, the third thing, do this in baby steps. Don't just jump into it cold turkey and say, I wake up at 11, but you know, I think I want to start waking up at 5:30 a.m. because that will most likely not work. It definitely wouldn't work for me. It's really important that you are realistic with yourself and you take this slowly, so it's something that you can actually get used to and that your body can get accommodated to, because that will make you more likely to stick with it. because you might just do this all at once and it might work for a week, but then it's gonna be too drastic of a change. You're gonna be like, screw this, and you're gonna go right back to your previous ways. So doing this in baby steps, maybe take it back an hour or 30 minutes each week so that you really get used to it and it becomes more normal for you and it's not as extreme. So for instance, if you wake up at 9 a.m., maybe start waking up at 8, and then a week later try 7 or 7:30 maybe if that's too much. Do it very gradually so that it really is something that you can stick to and that can become part of your lifestyle and not just some experiment that lasts a week. Now, number 4 is also very important, and it is to incorporate something that you truly enjoy into your morning routine. Because if we're going back to number 1 about what your intention is, that may or may not be something that you actually like. For instance, if your intention is to work out or it's some kind of fitness goal, you may not be very excited to go to the gym. That might not be enough for you to want to get out of bed. But if you incorporate something else that you actually really enjoy, it makes it a lot more exciting and enjoyable, and it gives you kind of like a treat that you're reaching for. And so it makes the whole process a lot better. This might be if you like coffee or tea, having your warm cup of coffee or tea in the morning, peacefully, not on your phone, not doing anything else, but just really mindfully enjoying it. This might also be reading or writing. Maybe you really like journaling and you just take 15 minutes of your morning before you do whatever it is that you were planning on doing to just write in your journal or read your book or whatever it may be. Just take that time for yourself to really enjoy it. Maybe it's a warm shower or bath, or it's just moisturizing yourself or something. Maybe it's a good breakfast. Prepare your breakfast at night and then you have that to look forward to. But just give yourself a little treat in the morning that makes it a little bit more exciting to wake up and get your day started. Now, the 5th thing is, we're 5, right? Yes. The 5th thing that's also very important, but you've probably heard many, many times, is to keep your phone away from your bed or your alarm clock. Whatever is waking you up in the morning should not be easily accessible to your sleepy self. Too many times I have just picked up my phone and hit snooze and gone right back to sleep because it was too easy. It's so easy to just pick up your phone and hit snooze. You want to make yourself really have to get out of bed, get moving, turn off that alarm so that you're not just going to go right back to sleep. And maybe you still will go right back into bed, but putting your phone across the room or even in a different room is really going to decrease that chance that you will go back to sleep, and it'll really encourage you to start your day since you're already up. This is another one that's also really good in reverse. It will help you sleep better at night if you keep your phone away from your bed, because if you are like me, which I'm sure many of you are, it is very easy to just pick up your phone at night as you're laying in bed and go on Instagram or YouTube, and soon enough 3 hours have passed and you're like, oh my god, I should have been asleep 3 hours ago and now it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I just spent all that time on my phone. So keep your phone away from your bed. It will help you sleep better. It will help you wake up more easily. It is just all around better. So finally, my last tip, which is probably a little bit obvious as well, is to go to bed earlier. Early to bed, early to rise. It is so true. You do not want to be cutting from your morning without adding to your night, because then you're going to be tired and underslept and you won't like it. So if you're going to be getting up at 6 a.m. for instance, you should be going to bed around 10 p.m. to get your full 8 hours. And 8 hours is important. Maybe you can do 7, maybe you can do 9, but for me, I find that 8 hours is the perfect amount. I feel good, I feel rested, I stay healthier. So try to get that 8 hours in by going to bed earlier so that you can wake up earlier. If your goals are even more ambitious and you want to get up at 5 a.m., don't be going to bed at 11 p.m. because then you're still going to be very, very tired. Make sure that if you're waking up at 5 a.m., then you're going to bed by 8 p.m. I think I did that math right. So make sure that you are not cutting without adding. Go to bed earlier. And you will be much more well rested. So that is it for my tips on how to wake up earlier and enjoy it. I hope that you find these useful. If you do, leave a comment below. If you have any of your own tips or little tricks that you do to wake up earlier, also leave those below for myself and others. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It encourages me to make more content like this. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.